World of Final Fantasy. I'm Snazzy, this is Snazzy Studios 90. Let the show begin.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Time to wake up.
What a nap. Oh, right. I gotta get to work. Oh, am I gonna make it? The boss hates when I'm late.
So now what I'm going to do is I'm now going to head to the North Promenade because he's late for work.
And again, it's not like business has picked up any.
And for all those that don't know, there's also a star on the map, so it indicates where you've got to go and where you got to head. Here he is, the place where he works, called Nine Bean Coffee. Quite interesting name, of course. But then again, it is World of Final Fantasy, what do you expect?
Hey, I'm here. Huh? How'd she get it if no one's here yet? Good morning. I'm real sorry. I hope you haven't been waiting long.
Huh?
Right. She needs some water.
Oh, no thanks. A pint. I mean, a cup of coffee, please. Oh, and bring the whole jar of sugar. I'm gonna need it.
Right. That's 1 cup of joe. And I'll get you one of the big jars. Has nobody made the coffee yet? Come on, get it together, guys. I'm sorry, miss. This might take a while.
Hey, no hurry. Time's not an issue.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Sure.
There you are! Lon!
Keep it down, Rain. About acting your age, huh?
Hey, don't talk down to me. Listen, last time I checked, little bro, I've been around a few minutes longer than you.
Okay. I get it already. Very sorry.
Meet the brother and sister,
So, what's up?
Ren and Lan,
I'm all ears.
or
Well,
Lan.
you don't have to get all sarcastic. You really are all ears.
What?
Forget it. So, Lon, have you seen anybody this morning?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm looking right at you, aren't I? And there's that customer.
What? Ah! Hello!
You didn't even see her? Dude.
Yeah, but... Ah! Look! Come with me right now!
Easy! Quick! Ow, 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 ow!
There's nobody here!
So, it's a quiet morning. Maybe they just...
I mean no one!
Huh?
Lon, have you bumped into anyone today besides her?
Now that you mention it, I guess not.
And this isn't setting off any alarms?
Well, should it?
You two really don't remember a thing. Huh? What was that? Who are you? If you're from around town, then I don't know you.
Rain, manners.
You two really don't remember a thing. Would you please just answer my question? You can call me Anna Crow. Anna Crow will work.
Meeting Anna Crow.
Okay, well, we woke up to a ghost town this morning. Maybe you know why? Yes, you're quite alone. But you always have been. Huh? This world, it's always been the two of you. A world without time. One that ended when it began.
What? That's the weirdest thing I've heard.
But don't worry. Just because the world ended doesn't mean that it's going anywhere. You know, I have been checking up on you two. Until now, you were nothing but blank stares. So imagine my surprise when Lon took my order. What a morning. Okay. Now you're kind of scaring me. So, now that you're awake, we've got a story to tell. Which brings us to... Tama, right here!
Who the hell put this thing on my head?
Yeah, I did try to mention it before. You take it from here. I'll go on ahead and link up a path. You the gun! Huh? Hey, you can't just leave. Salutations! The name is Tama, and I'm here to help out. Does anyone have any questions?
Wait, I've got tons of questions. Why were you sitting on my head? And how the hell can a fox even talk?
That's seriously the first thing on your mind? Now I see why Anna Crow is just about ready to throw in the towel.
We're not allowed to be confused?
Hey, whoa, take it easy there, Lon.
I thought you were upset
Let's
too.
start the over. I'll make us some of the coffee.
Oh, yes, please.
But I already made some coffee before you got here. How can you just roll with this rain?
Chill the out. You lived them much longer.
Yeah, Lon. You shouldn't start out your morning with so much stress.
Oh, would you like some sugar?
3 cubes for you, right, Lon?
Huh?
I'm good with just 1.
No.
Okay, I'll have to go and put the coffee on.
But I just said I... You know what? Just give me my dang cup of coffee. Mirage Keepers? Me and Rain?
That's the correct. The marks on your arms are proof. You were born to work the miracles.
Miracles? Our arms can do that?
Dude.
How could you forget? You used to command a whole legion of them. You were masters of them, powerful living illusions known as mirages. In the fact, even the Pleiad answered to you, and those are the 7 strongest mirages of all. With their power, you could have the ruled over all the world.
Oh. So, we could have ruled the world? Because, what, we controlled these mirages?
Well, that's what I've heard.
From who?
What do you mean? Necrotha told me, of course. But enough the reminiscing. I've got to teach you two to use mirages again.
What? How's that?
First off, I'm going to present you with my very own Prismarium.
So what does it do?
With this Prismarium, the mirage inside becomes yours. And you can make it do the anything and the everything you command. So let's try it right now in glorious combat.
Wait. What? Huh?
Okay, go ahead and throw some attacks out there. To take action, you need to spend something called action points, also known as AP. You automatically gain a little bit of AP each the time your turn comes around in battle. The amount of AP you need depends on what you're trying to do, so make sure you use them wisely.
So as you can see on the screen, as what Tamar basically explained, it's how the Extra Time battle system works. As obviously with any Final Fantasy or World of Final Fantasy kind of concept, it basically explains it as you go along. So now what I'm going to do is I'm now going to demonstrate the fight of how it runs and how it goes. So here we go. So as you can see here, you've got Classic, and these are the abilities, which you haven't got any at the moment. You have items, which you haven't got any, and you have attack. So for the moment, you can only do the attack, but or you can go into Classic, back into Classic, and go back onto the original screen. So I'm gonna press triangle. So here we go.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
So it says here, certain command points like magic and other cost AP action points. So the action point is basically, you can see on the ring in red. So now that's what you basically do. So now let's continue on with the battle action.
I knew that you had talent.
So that's the defend concept. So press X if you want to defend and triangle if you want to attack.
All right. I think I've seen enough for one to tussle.
Well, that ought to do it.
To figure it out yet? The two of you were unsurpassed. No, the Mirage could stand up to you.
Dude, seriously?
Dude, seriously.
It's hard to believe.
I'm sure it is. As far as I can tell, you two have lost everything. All the memories and experience you've ever accumulated. Oh, but wait. Of course that would have happened when you and this world were spliced out.
Huh? So not only did they lose the Mirages they had, they've been stripped of all their memories of the Mirages too? But I guess that explains why all their other memories seem to be largely unaffected.
What? Listen, let me show you something. There, just beyond this light, lies another world called Grimoire. That is where you'll find all the Mirages you've lost.
You mean they're all inside this gate?
You got it. Are you ready to conquer them again?
So, if we do manage to find all the lost Mirages, does that mean we'll be able to remember the things we forgot?
Well, I don't know about that. After all, you lost your memories. It's not the same thing as forgetting them.
Oh.
But, even if you don't remember Grimoire, Grimoire still knows a lot about you. You're certain to find traces and records of your past.
Okay, so like...
You're saying, whether we remember anything about ourselves or not, we can still find clues about our past and the things we've done?
Correct. And if you keep on gathering Mirages, I think you might even meet your family in due time.
Our family?
Huh? Well, I guess it does make sense that we'd have parents.
Oh yes. So then, you going? You going? Will you journey to Grimoire?
So for now, I'm now not going to say this one, but obviously so you can see what happens obviously next.
Chapter 1. Land of the Lilikin.
So, this must be Grimoire.
Hello, mini versions.
You look like such a little dweeb.
I know! We look ridiculous!
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure that's how everybody in this world must look. Inna Crow just wanted to make sure you had a nice and a handy way of blending in.
Wow, she can do stuff like that?
That is awesomely weird.
Well, this kind of works out. We won't have anybody gawking at our arms.
Way to find the silver lining.
So on this occasion, if you want to be smaller people called Lilikin and taller people called Giants, as in spelt with a J, you can change Reen on L1 and circle, or Lan, L1 and square. Although basically around us either side you can start combat in your current form, or you could do it in Lilikin form.
I guess we should head straight down this path?
It's the only direction we can go. Think you can manage to not get lost?
Oh, hello. I spy another Mirage.
That is the call to Choco Chip. What are you waiting for? go on and imprison the it.
Okay.
Choco Chick battle, so here we go.
So what now?
First, you're going to need this.
It looks sort of like a prismarium.
What is it?
That's called a prism. Use it to make the Choco Chick's prismarium. Every time you find a new The Mirage you haven't seen before, it'll be recorded in Anna Crow's special Mirage manual.
Whoa! Does it even have pictures?
Use the Feksha. And then whenever you add a new Mirage to the manual, you receive one of its prisms. But only the first time, mind you. Okay, first, try the weakening the Choco Chick. Then you use your prism.
So as Thomas explained, you basically have a empty prism, and then you can basically weaken the creature, whatever the creature is, and imprison it as if you were using it as a Pokeball concept. So it's basically similar to Pokemon in a way. So obviously don't worry, you can eventually do it over time, but it just takes a bit of time to basically get it, but you will be able to do it. So in a few moments I will demonstrate how to imprison a Chocobo Chick. So here we go.
This is it!
To claim that Mirage for your own. Go on, the Select the Imprism command. You might have to try different things before certain Mirages will let down their guard and to give you a chance to imprison them. Think the outside of the box.
So now we've got the ring, you can now physically imprison it, but there's certain ways you have to do it in order to imprison them. You obviously, as you go along, you have to work your way to get to that point in order to knock the guard down of the Mirages. So now let's imprison the Chocobo Chick.
Now don't move.
Now that the Choco Chick is inside the Prismarium, it's yours to the keep.
Good job.
So in some cases you can get to choose what character in the aspect of how the names and etc. But in some cases you can choose to keep it as a Choco Chick, or you can change the name. So I'm going to keep it as default because it's mostly easier for me, so here we go.
The Choco Chick running around in the Prismarium.
Pretty neat, huh? Next, why don't you have a go at stacking that Choco Chick on your head? Here, watch, I'll just show you.
Oh, now I get it. So when I saw you perched on Lon's head back in Ninewood Hills, that's what you call stacking.
Yep, that's the right. While I'm up to here, I get to take it nice and easy.
Is that stacking or slacking?
When you create a stack, the HP of everyone in the stack gets the added together. Like they say, strengthen the numbers.
Oh, so it's like combining into a super robot.
Better yet, your magic and other abilities have the potential to change too. It all depends on how your stack is configured.
Huh? Oh, I don't need any action figures when I get to blast out super attacks like a super robot.
Well, just be careful. Stacking doesn't then make you invincible. Some of the enemy attacks have the power to unstack you.
In other words, bye-bye super robot, so to speak.
Yowzers. It does sound like bad news.
It's true that we are individually the weaker when we're unstacked, but look on the brighter side. Since we each get our own turn in battle, we can use the extra moves to have one member attack and another to heal. It can be very helpful. Depending on the situation, you might even decide to unstack yourselves by choice. Think carefully and choose the best setup for the job. By the way, you two can switch between giant size and Lillican size. Depending on your size, you can make different stacks. You aren't allowed to put big things on top of the small things when creating a stack. So, to get on top of a mirage, you need to be in Lillican form. The best way to learn is to try it once you've rounded up a few more mirages. You'll pick it up in no time.
So now we're going to head up this hill and go to this block here.
Huh? A dead end?
But there's nowhere else to go. What are we gonna do?
Never the fear! Look closely. This may appear to be a wall, but it's actually a gimme golem.
Is this a mirage too?
Not in the traditional sense of the word, but you'll see these pests all over Grimoire. And unless you give them what they want, they'll give you a hard time and block the way.
So what is it they want?
It really depends on the gimme golem. So the first thing you'll have to do is examine it.
So, as you saw there, basically the option button is to pause, as you saw aware, so it's just so you know where to basically pause if you need to pause to do anything else. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to now find a way to find out what the gimme golem wants.
Gimme!
Okay, so he wants the luster leaf.
So where do we find that?
That Choco chick you just imprisoned ought to be able to track down what we need. But first things first, you're going to have to unlock the right ability on the Choco chick's the Mirage Board.
So now I'm going to demonstrate how to use the Mirage board. So I'm going to click on the Mirage board, click on the Choco chick. As you can see, he's in the actual prison. Press confirm, go across and click on stroll.
Hey, the Choco Chick's come along for a stroll.
Huh? I found something.
Yay! You found it! Now, try examining the gimme golem one more at a time. Gimme!
Whoa! It vanished!
That's so cool. I guess the Choco Chick found us just the item we needed.
Yep. With the help of a Mirage or the two, there's nothing that you can't accomplish. And Mirage boards are for much the more than unlocking abilities. You can also use them to change your mirages into new and the powerful forms. So be sure to keep on the leveling up and working on your mirage boards. Pretty soon you'll be bouncing and the trouncing across Grimmore like a pair of the pros.
So that is it for this episode of WoW. Thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. I'm Snazzy. This is Snazzy Studios 90. Please tune back for episode 2 of WoW. And we'll have some more fun and more action. Until then, thank you ever so much and goodbye.